Climate change on the planet Earth is not real.
But if it is real, it's not man-made.
But if it is man-made, maybe it's actually good.
And we'll show you why. Come on.
The planet Earth, home to the world's most exotic creatures, and some of our favorite timeshares.
97% of scientists believe the climate is changing, but we know it's not our fault. The head of the Environmental Protection Agency, Scott Pruitt, even says climate change might be good.
We know that humans have most flourished during times of what? Warming trends.
And that's amazing, because we find recycling to be boring and actually sort of tacky.
So we traveled in style to the savannah, Georgia, to prove Scott Pruitt right and ensure we never have to change our totally reasonable, extravagant lifestyles.
Our first stop in the wild, an elegant meal of oysters with an ecologist named Daniel Harris.
So what's the big deal, Daniel? Like, what is bad about climate change?
Well, temperature is increasing, and one of the consequences of that is that we have more intense storms and more frequent storms.
We've been playing this blame game about climate change, and a lot of it's falling on humans. Is there anything non-human that's causing this?
There's a study that has shown that oysters can, in one instance at least, have been shown to release a lot of methane, which is a greenhouse gas.
Methane that's like farting?
Sure.
So you're telling me that oysters are causing climate change?
No.
It's crazy that they're entirely to blame.
Even though oysters filter seawater and protect shorelines, we know that they are responsible for our changing planet. Their farts, that is. Humans are simply not to blame. At least that's what Dr. Oyster Fart said.
That's not exactly what I said.
But it's how I understand it.
Oysters, just like you and I, exhale greenhouse gases. But that's been going on for millions of years. There has been a dramatic change, and that is due to human industrialization.
It just seems crazy because if oyster activity contributes to climate change at all, but also hurts them, they'd be insane not to change their behavior.
Their lives are in danger. Their homes are in danger.
Right.
What are they doing?
Dr. Fart was flummoxed, but we'll clear it up. Methane represents 10% of U.S. greenhouse gas emissions.
But if you zoom in, you see that only 0.9% is from other methane sources, which includes oyster farts.
So if we zoom way the hell in on just that slice, then it's clear it's a massive part of the pie.
I mean, dang, it takes up the whole screen.
Feeling vindicated, we traverse the savannah, Georgia, relishing the fact that climate change isn't real, but if it is real, it's not man-made. In fact, we're helping.
So we went to see this fragile, farty ecosystem, guided by marine ecologist Alyssa Gaiman.
So where the hell are we right now?
We're out in the marsh, right behind you. There is an oyster reef. So I actually study a crab that lives in the interstitial spaces within the oyster reef. I study the parasite that infects this crab.
Oh my God.
What's it do?
It's a barnacle, and it gets into the crab and actually castrates and feminizes the crab.
Wait, a barnacle comes in and chomps their dicks off?
It's not quite like that, but...
Is there anything that can stop these dick-eating parasites?
Yeah, what can we do?
My God!
So my research actually shows that the parasite is more sensitive to climate change than its host. So as temperatures are increasing, the parasite may actually be removed from the host population here in Georgia.
Wait, climate change might help kill these parasites?
That may happen. The parasite may be removed.
Climate change could save these crabs' dicks?
They could stop this castrating.
Climate change is good.
Wow.
Turn the boat around.
Upside down even. I could die.
Alyssa's research proves it. Climate change is not real, but if it is real, it's not man-made. But if it is man-made, then maybe it's actually good.
Time to see these crabs and their weenie gobbling parasites up close in their beautiful habitat.
The ground is gross.
She showed us the crabs who owe their lives, even more, their dicks, to climate change.
So this one actually looks like it has 6 dicks.
Yeah.
So those are actually its legs.
Oh. No, this one has 2 little pinchin' dicks up front.
These here are also its legs.
No, Alyssa, this one's actually staring at me with 2 dicks.
Those are its eyes.
Okay.
If you were to turn it over, you can see...
Its little beam.
Yeah, that's where the parasite is.
Scientists predict the Earth will warm 2 degrees by the end of the century, which is enough to kill off this dick-eating parasite once and for all, thus saving the depressed mud crab's resplendent penis.
And sure, the temperature increase could wipe out coastal regions, make parts of the world uninhabitable, and kill millions of people due to catastrophic weather and famine. But crab dicks.
Wow.
Seems like climate change is a good thing.
Yeah.
It could be for this individual crab, but at a broader scale, there are many other issues that we would need to think about.
You know, like I'm seeing stuff in my eyes right now that's really good, and you're describing this other stuff.
So, I mean, just because we can't see it right now doesn't mean it's not happening.
Santa.
Climate change is a very serious issue.
Would we be doing a piece on crab dicks if it weren't? You know? We were serious. Seriously pumped that we'd proven that climate change was irrefutably good. Thanks, Dr. Dick and Professor Fart. This called for some diesel-powered fun.
This is the circle jerk of life. Oysters fart, crab dicks are saved, politicians deny climate change, and foot soldiers like us help peddle the facts we prefer to help continue this beautiful cycle until the world gets destroyed and we all turn to stardust. But who cares if the world gets destroyed? We'll be dead by then.
And do you know the best part?
What, Josh?
I'll tell you. It's that planet Earth and every crab dick and oyster fart on it was all created by our bearded Caucasian god.